Well, hello. My name is Amber Tutwiler, and I am the general manager of HALPATTERS Brewing in Lake City, Florida. I invited this amazing team here because we have many stories, and you're probably going to hear a lot of them. I don't have any personal stories, at least not in the, at least not in the sense of like, you're going to hear some pretty crazy stuff, I promise. But what I do have is obviously feelings and stories of other people. So those I have a lot of. Just want to start off by saying that if you do watch this video and you want 10% off of your tab, tell us that you watched the G Team Paranormal YouTube video and you'll get 10% off. I'll comp that for you, get to come back for you. But yeah, as far as my experiences here, personally, it's just really more of a feeling. The only place I feel like I do not want to be in the bathroom here, I can't tell you why. That is the extent of what I experienced. But as I was saying to Patty, it's for me, I believe that as long as my love is greater than my fear, I'm good. So I just hold that space. But I know that other people don't hold that space. So, this is the only story that I have to share from our brewer, actually our ex-brewer now. He was one of the co-owners of the HALPATTERS. Is he used to actually stay here, live here. He lived here for about 8 months downstairs in what used to be the jail cell. One morning I came into work. I was sitting up here at the bar. I always get here early before everybody else. And Johnny came upstairs, and I was like, "Are you okay?" He was like white as a ghost, and he just goes, "Oh, I heard screaming all night." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't know what it was." He's like, "I just heard screaming. Something was screaming at the top of their lungs in the building all night." And I'm like, I was just like, I don't know what to say. It's like, something's here. And he was like so visibly upset. Because obviously he couldn't sleep, there's that. But the fact that he couldn't figure out, he was going from room to room trying to figure out what was screaming. He said it sounded like a woman screaming. So I will say that. But yeah, that obviously stuck with me. So, that's his experience. But yeah, if I have any theory on that, it has to come from that bathroom. That bathroom scares me. I walk in there and I'm like, gosh, I feel like I just need to cover up and leave. It's such a bad feeling. Anyway.
I walked in that bathroom, but I did feel something weird with that window.
Yeah, the window.
But I didn't feel spirit necessarily. Now it might happen once it's dark, but I did feel really weird by that window.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I will say, so we have, some things I don't want to disclose because I want to see what you find.
Yes.
But, Jared might share with you that a medium came in here one night and started sharing with him what she thought, was in the building. So without saying too much, I'll leave it at this. That she said that there were potentially up to 3 or more, but 3 spirits that she saw. Okay. One of them, of course, was a woman and had to do with that bathroom. So just throwing that out there. Okay. I don't know if that's true. Obviously, post filming, if you want to re-interview, we can share with you what that is. I am curious to see if some of our findings
that would be good. Yes.
But yes, from what I was told, one is not good, one is a scary one, so you two have your work cut out for you tonight. Okay. But the other ready. 2, one is a friendly one and the other is just someone, looking for, so anyway, I'll let you see what you find. But
okay. Well, thank you so much for this opportunity to come. I'm glad that you reached out to me.
Yeah, of course. No, I'm very, very thankful. And you can tell them to say goodbye.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Guys, I'm going to turn you guys this direction, and we are going to do these grid lights. But I am going to go and grab the tripwire. Ooh. Guys, tell me if you just see something funny. I swear my hair picked itself up. Oh my gosh. My hair picked itself up. That's weird. I'm going to grab the spirit bear
Oh, that one light I think was red when I started. Let's see. Let's put the spirit here. Come on. This spirit dog almost always goes off fast, and it's really not going off on its own today. I'm going to have to turn it. Talking. We'll sit down and see how it works out. Ooh. Somebody's out there. I'm going to bring you guys closer.
Heard.
What is it? Hurt? Thank you so much for lighting that up. Oh my goodness, it's so hot in here. Can you take those grid lights and move them? Run with the lights. Grab one and just try to take off with it. And touch those, get the door so you guys can see the door too. So, there you go. Wow. Thank you. Oh, I want to screenshot everything this thing said.
Deep.
Deep. Okay, so we were told that there's at least 3 spirits in this building. Now upstairs I felt a lot more than 3 spirits. How many spirits are down here? Guys, I'm still feeling that thing on my shoulder. I hope there ain't a bug on me or something. I don't think so. Now the object of the grid lights, most of you know, that spirits can move them around. Grab them and move them around. Is there any way you can whisper in my camera? Can you make those lights change colors? Now I have the handheld the handheld grid lights, guys. Renewal. They are so much brighter. The handheld ones are way brighter. The one that plugs in is not quite as bright. I'll turn the bright ones on also. Now, but that'll be me jiggling and moving around. Yeah, I'm too jiggly. I left my little clip upstairs to keep it propped on. Oh, the goes. And they like that tripwire. Now see, the bear and the doll has not went off, and so they're not going to go off on me because I'm sitting far enough away, but...
We are here always.
You're here always. Okay. Are you friendly spirits? Are you mean spirits? Are you... What kind of spirits are you? Good or bad? There they go. Come on, light up that, you're so close to that doll, light up that doll. Come on, you can do it. If you can get that close to the tripwire, you can definitely light up the doll. I have the bear facing towards the door, guys, so it would have to be a spirit that walked in the door. Thank you. Andrea.
Andrea.
Andrea. It shows up before it says anything, guys. It'd be cool to see if I get any of these names through the spirit box, or if they recognize any of these names. Are we going to be safe here all night by ourselves?
Abandoned.
Abandoned. This place was abandoned for 10 years. It's not abandoned anymore. Okay guys, I want to do some dowsing rods, and I want to ask where the jail cell exactly was in this room. If the jail cell was on the wall that you're looking at now, or if the jail cell was behind the vault door to our right. So, I'm going to turn the light on, I'm going to gather up some of my stuff, and I'm going to do some dowsing rods. Guys, I am going to run the spirit doll and the bear and the REM pod down to the other camera. So you guys keep an eye on here while I'm gone.
Doll. Yes, over here. Thomas. He screams.
I'm back, guys. Oh my gosh. I put that stuff up there, and the REM pod started going off as soon as I started to walk away. And then when I went back in for a second, and I was gonna reset it. It reset itself, it just stopped. So let me see what all came through while I was gone. He screams. Oh, and Thomas. Let's see. All right, so I got Charles. After Charles, it said old pain, yes, over here. Thomas, and he screams. That is so crazy. All right, guys, I'm going to turn this spirit talker off. Okay. That stands you guys up tall. I want to leave the lights behind me. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Well, maybe I'll have to do it down this way. Okay, we'll do it this way. All right, guys. So I have the dowsing rods, guys. I'm not sure how well you're seeing me. Hopefully you're seeing me. Maybe I turn the light this way. Let's see. Let's turn you guys this way. That way you'll definitely be able to see me. And you'll be able to see those lights. Can you see the lights on the floor too? Yes. All right, guys. Oh, crooked. I'll just lean this way. No, I'm just joking. Anyways, so I was told that possibly the jail cell was right here because you can see the marks on the wall. Let me show you guys the marks on the wall. Okay. So, can you see where something was bolted to the wall right here? Oh, where are you guys at? Okay, so right here. And let me back up and you'll be able to see it. All the way up. Now, I was thinking if this whole section was bolted off, which I don't see them on that wall, but I was thinking they wouldn't have windows in jail cells. So, they thought that possibly the jail cell was here, and they told, another person told us that that was a vault, and that the vault was on the other side, but it's no longer there, it's just a big room. So, we're gonna do dowsing rods and ask which way the jail cell was. I thought I heard a man. Okay. So, we'll do it that way. It might work. Oops, can't see ya. We might have to do it this way. You guys will still be able to see if it's Alright guys, so what we want to do is we want to do the dowsing rods, and we want to know if the gel cell's this way. It's going to turn this way. So that way, it's going to turn that way. So this way or this way. I'm going to stand back See, I wanted to kind of stand this way, but I'm thinking that the light's not gonna be right. We'll try. All right. So I am here at center please. I am here at the HALPATTERS Brewing Company. I got a couple different stories, so we're going to find out if Dowsing Rods can show us where the jail cell actually was. Center. Stay centered. I am looking for where the jail cell used to be when this was I think it was it might have been a police station. When this was a police station or the city hall that had a jail cell that helped people, I guess until they took them to the jail. Was the jail cell in this room? Yes. Okay, so it crossed. Crossed it is yes. The jail cell was in this room. Okay. All right. Center. Center. Thank you. Now, was the jail cell through the door to the left, or was it against the wall to my right? Point to where the jail cell was. Come on. Which way was the jail cell? Looks like it's trying to go to the left, but it's not. Normally it would swing that direction if that was it, or it would swing this direction if that was it. So let's try it again. Okay, come on. Center. Center. Hello, center. Which way was the jail cell? To my left or to my right? Okay. One's pointing completely left, the other one's going completely straight. Was it to my left? Make the other one go that way. It's just swinging back and forth. I just felt something on my other shoulder. Did you guys see anything? This place is so creepy. Oh my gosh, I felt something right back here when I was doing that. Man, guys, it went off again. I just felt something on my shoulder. This is my left shoulder. Usually spirits, I let my mom and dad touch my left shoulder. I let the spirits touch my right shoulder. But that don't mean that. Spirits don't always listen. Alright, so the one dowsing rods did point that direction. The other one kind of just stayed straight. It acted like it wanted to go that way, but it didn't. So let's try it again. I'm going to switch the dowsing rods and I switched them to different hands. Okay. Alright, center please. Center. Alright. Point to the direction that the jail cell was. Which way was it, left or right? Well, the one was pointed to the left, the other one's trying to go. Come on. Which way was it? Alright guys, you see what I did. I took these dowsing rods and I switched them in the other hands. I'm going to switch them again. And the same one pointed that way both times. Okay, here we go. Come on, center. No, center. Center. Thank you. Okay. We're looking for the jail cell. To the left or to the right. Point both of the rods towards the jail cell. There it goes. There it goes. Come on. Point the other one. This one's coming back and hitting me in the arm. Come on. I'm assuming the jail cell was to my left. Now I was told it was a jail cell, and then I was told it was a vault. I talked to three different people, and so, you know, the owners are probably the ones that know what was actually there. So, as far as I know, the jail cell was behind that door, behind the vault door. Oh. Wow. So I'm thinking it's that way. Over here, unless it was a very small, maybe a cage jail cell, they wouldn't put it, I don't think, even back in the day, that they would put a jail cell up against a window, especially a window that doesn't have any bars on it. So it most likely was that direction. I just wanted the spirit to show me which direction it was. I do have one more thing. I have my pendulum. We can try the pendulum and see what it says, and we can take the pendulum down to the other room. I believe the jail cell was probably this way. They may have had a cage, like back in the day they had these cage cells, that it was a cage all the way around, so if it was in front of a window, it wouldn't have mattered, because they were still inside the cage. But I was just curious, that's why I wanted to do the dowsing rods, to see which way. I feel like my ghosty senses feels like it was behind that door. When he told me it was a vault, I thought, oh, that's pretty crazy. But if you look at the door, which I will take you over there and look at it, and look at how big it was, it looks like it did have bars on it. Let's go check it out. All right, guys. So, behind the red frame, not the door itself, look at this right here. This probably had a bar on it. I mean, that is heavy duty. That is a heavy duty steel door frame. And I would love to see the door that was on it. I don't think he said there was a door on it, but I bet you it was a jail cell, and they probably took it down. And here's my guess, and this is the only reason I'm going to say this, is because people sneak into abandoned buildings, and people have sneaked into jails before and closed the door and got locked in. And then they had to call the cops on themselves, you know, to get themselves out. So maybe they took that off the hinge for that purpose, because this building was left abandoned for 10 years. All right, guys, we're going to go down the hallway. Let me gather all my stuff. All right, guys, so let's walk out. Let's go over here. See if we see anything over here. This is just an empty room. I'm going to take you to the other end. Let's make sure this is shut. It is. All right, so we are going down. I hear my REM pod going crazy down here. I want to show you. I need to go stop that REM pod and show you guys in this room right here. Oh my gosh. All right. We'll end up over here, so let me set some of this stuff down. Oh, this room's kind of creepy. Hello, are you still recording? I don't know if it's still recording or not, guys. Let me turn this REM pod off. Are we still recording? We are still recording, guys. I don't know what we got back here, but we are still recording. I'm going to stop this. I think we've been recording for almost 2 hours. Okay. God, I hate to turn it off. Let's move it to another room. We'll move it to another room. I'm going to move it down the hallway in the other room. All right, guys. So, I just did a static video in here. Left the camera going for almost 2 hours. So I think that's all we're going to do in here. I do want to take you back over to that other room, the room down there. But first off, I have to go potty. All right, everyone. So let's go over and I'll show you that room. I need to walk in a freezer. I am burning up. Okay, so there's the freezer. We're gonna walk in there. We're gonna get cool. I hope it doesn't lock me in. Anyways, right over here, and he left the key. He left the key in it so that we could show you. Oh, all right. Oh, I just got a crazy weird breeze. Is this the light? There we go. There is where the vault door was. You can see how thick the wall is here. See how thick? Oops, you're not even looking. It's concrete. It's a thick wall. It looks to be probably 10 inches thick. Anyways, this is where it was. This wall was not here. That wall there was not here. So this was one big room. And then, I guess the vault, when he said it was a vault, the vault wasn't here. I believe that this was the jail cell. That door right there was not here. They built that door when they bought the place. So if you look around, there's no windows, there's no other doors. This was not a door, it was not here. It was a wall. Here. Wow, earlier, I don't remember all them jugs being on the ground like that, but it probably was. Oh my gosh, guys, it feels so good in here. This was part of the jail. This was not a freezer. It is a freezer now. But, yeah, it feels so good in here. I could just sit in here for 15 minutes and be really comfortable. But this is their freezer now, and this is a brewery, so they make their own beer here. And, yeah. But this was once probably the jail room, because there was no other way out. There was no other doors and no other way out. Dang, it feels so good in there. I was scared that I might get locked in there if I go in. But, what do you guys think? This almost had to have been the jail. The jail room. But, you know, we may not know. I mean, this, you know, we got a couple different stories from the couple different owners, so I'm not sure. But this is an awesome place. I already felt spirit here, so we've already got stuff come through. I wish that spirit would show itself. I would like to leave one of the cameras down here late tonight But Patty's gonna come down here and film. And then right here, I'm not exactly sure, maybe it's the AC room, or I'm not exactly sure. In this room right here, 2 of the guys were in this room, and there was a light, one of them plug-in, you know, like them lights you use on a car that had like the little hanger on it, the yellow and black thing that plugs in. It was laying right back here on the ground. Oh gosh, that scared me. It was laying back here on the ground, guys, and that light came on by itself. And when they noticed it, they thought that was really weird, and then the one guy picked it up, wasn't even plugged in. The light came on by itself. So it'd be kind of cool to set a camera in here just to see. I mean, it's really noisy in here. So, but just to see if, you know, if we could get a flashlight or something to go off and on, that would be amazing. So that's what this room is, mechanical and electrical room. And we did have permission to go in these rooms. I know it says employees only, and somebody will probably point that out, but we had permission to go in all these rooms. Now, if we walk back here some, my other camera's sitting back here, but we missed these rooms here. Like, this is like I guess it's a closet. Maybe they're gonna store stuff in here. It's like covering half the window. This might be newly built from the owners now, so that they can store stuff there. And then behind it is the elevator. I showed you guys the elevator, right? Oh, the elevator's locked. Oh, because it's probably upstairs. All right, so that's it for now. I'm going upstairs to cool off. I do have that camera right there going. I'm gonna leave it down here for a little while. It'll probably eventually die. Let's see if it's still going. It is still going. All right, so Patty will be down here in a little bit, but I would love to see something come through. So we're gonna leave it. I'll leave it and I'll come get it in a little while. Awesome, guys. So cool. So there's multiple rooms that if I wanted to come back down and make another video in there, or over here is the room where they make the beer. And I showed you earlier when he was showing us through. And we're not gonna film in there. But this is all these containers. It's what they make the beer in. Oh, I just heard something behind that door. That was weird. All right, let me grab all my stuff. Look at this. Drink like a native. The Native American alligator. This town was Alligator, Florida, before it was named Lake City, Florida. Alligator, Florida. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is probably going to be multiple parts. I think I've been filming for 2 hours. So I hope that you enjoyed the downstairs of the brewery. I'll be filming upstairs next. I will see you on the next video. Bye, guys.
Control you, just as in a game. But don't try me back. You can't break me.